It's 10:30 on Tuesday, the 3rd of February. We're half an hour away now from the closing of the January transfer window in the WSL and WSL2. A very well welcome to live coverage on Deadline Day with me, Ryan Taylor, live on YouTube on a fascinating night for women's football. Well, it's been a full day full of drama, and we'll be here with you lot through till at least 23:15 GMT with live coverage as we look back at all of the talking points from today. On the way, we look back at who's done the best deals, who has done the worst, and we're looking at last minute dramas too, and few brilliant deals that come through, and loans. We're talking about them tonight as well. All of that coming up over the next 45 minutes. And if you'd like to get in contact with the show, you can. You can get in contact with me on email, or you can use the live chat. Please do get involved. We'd love to help and answer any of your questions you have tonight. Plus, if you want to have any shout-outs or comments about the women's football or the January transfer window, you can, and it's on the screen. You can use live chat if you fancy your pick. Well, it's been a January transfer window to remember and forget for Chelsea fans. They have not made a deal at all, but we're here to take you through the very latest updates before the window sun shuts at 11 with Big Ben Bonds to take us to 11. So let's get underway then, shall we, with tonight's update. Look back at today, full of what's been brilliant drama. Drama as loans come and go. But it is January transfer window day today, and in the we've had last few hours of a lot. And actually, as we come on air tonight, we have news of signings to bring you everywhere. So let's get on with it. And just bring you Arsenal completed the signing of former Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Boba Bortikova from Slava Prague on loan until the end of the season. The 29 years old Czech international made 11 appearances for Spurs in 23-24, will provide cover for Danfin van Domsela. Bob has started Arsenal's last 4 games for Fantasy recovered from injury, but was taken to hospital on Sunday after suffering a head injury during the final of the FIFA Women's Champions Cup. And a done deal as well, this time for London City Lionesses. A couple of hours ago, the women's football report to the BBC Emma Sanders reported London City Lionesses were set to sign Denmark midfielder Malu Marchetto from Madrid CFF in the last few minutes at 5 o'clock, bang on 5 o'clock. London City officially confirmed the signing of Marchetto. What's more, the 22 years old is penned a contract until the summer of 2028. So, sorry about that. Seems to be having a problem with my sound. Apologies about that. We're back, luckily now. So, it's a small fee. The 22 years old penned the contract till the summer of 2028. We're not being expecting any deals to come through anytime soon. Anything springs into action before the 2300 hours GMT will be across it tonight. What we know, as well as Lionesses midfielder George Stanley leaving Bayern Munich this summer, there are plenty of other big names across Europe. They'll be assessing their options at the end of the season. They got Real Madrid and Scotland's Caroline Weir. Former England keeper Mary Earps, who is currently at PSG, and Barcelona trio Caroline Graham Hansen, Mapin Leon, and Sama Panuelo. So sorry about that again for the volume problems. Apologies about that. Now, Arsenal, we're going to have Leah Williamson, Kim Little, Katie McCabe, Beth Mee, Emily Fox, Caitlin Ford, Black Sninius, Kat Lee, Sindberg, and Belova of Arsenal, who are considering their futures in the coming months, with their deals also set to expire this summer. We've got, of course, a full list of players as well. We've got Chelsea's Millie Bright. Hannah Hampton, Sam Kerr, Guru Wrighton, and Aggie Beaver Jones. All will be making their moves this summer. Man City have got Leila Wabi and Lauren Cruz. Manchester United and Latuna Elizabeth Ellen will want to leave their club this summer. Bethany England, the player for Tottenham. For London City Lionesses, it's Kosofari Atlani. For Everton, it is Courtney Brosnan, Megan Finnegan, Aurora Ghani, and for Aston Villa's Ebony Salmon and Gabby Nunes. And it is, we also had a loan deal today for Leicester City fans to enjoy. Joy, not quite. 18 years old defender Nelly Laz has joined WSL2 side. It's at Channel on loan until the end of the season. Academy graduate has made 23 appearances since her Boxer debut in October 2024. Sorry about that again. Oh, I hate having these audio problems. I really do. Sorry about that. Let's carry on before the deadline closes at 11 o'clock, 2300 hours GMT. So Leicester fill out a quiet Leicester City were hoping to try and pull up a move for Chelsea Betsy Pot on loan, but they were really quickly shutting down by the Boost, wanted to keep her there. As it stands, and everybody else in the cast for Leicester, it also looks like quiet Aston Villa too, with no immediate rivals expected. We still have at least 22 minutes from now until 2300 hours GMT. But well, I'm not expecting any movement to be happening across the WSL anytime soon. So once again, apologies for the audio problem tonight. Apologies about that. We're just having 22 minutes to go until the window. Right. So sorry about that again. Oh, this microphone problem is a disgrace. Sorry about that. Ugh. Right. So we can discuss further more on this issue now. Apologies again for the sound problems. Looks like you're going to have to bear do with these tonight. I will also have to get new mic. You're going to have to bear with the buzzing noise, everybody. I can't do any more about it. I'm going to have to get a new mic tomorrow. This microphone's got to go. So we are literally just 20 minutes away from the transfer window, and Qatar have paid big money, apparently, according to BBC Text page today. And we've been told a few hours ago, Sheffield United turned down a few offers from other WSL2 clubs for Amy Andrews in this window. Now, I believe this club has a year option clause in the contract where they extend this summer. Looks like Amy Andrews will be staying at Sheffield United, the trouble club for both sides, and both not for good reason at all. And the reason? Well, it's because they want to make sure she gets her she carries on with being at Sheffield United. Gotta be honest here, this is gonna be a pain. Good God. And for Chelsea fans, not good news. They did not make anything in the transfer window at all. And let's just quickly take you through every WSL window transfer before we head to the WSL2. And let's start off with let's kick off with Arsenal. Right. This is who they have in this window. Take a look at this list. Starts off with the ins. Smalia Holmberg, a defender from Hammarby IF. Michelle Adjiman is returning from loan at Brighton, but out goes Nine Swangarth to Aston Villa on loan. Cicely Wellesley Smith to FC Rosengard on loan. On loan for all 4 outs, including Jessie Gale, she's off to Bristol City, as well as Leah Harbert to Everton on loan. Let's take a look at Aston Villa. Also 2 ins, and this one is from Orion Jean-Francois from Chelsea and Nice Wonga from Arsenal, and of course we all know about this one. But we have 4 outs. Mailing's off to Leicester on loan. Katie Webson is going to Bristol City. Lydia Salloway is off to Glasgow City on loan, and Sophia Kelly is off to Rangers on loan. Let's take a look at Brighton then. Oleg Tevington is joining from Vanarenga. Olivia Garcia is joining from HB Koch. And out goes to Jolene Carabali to Boston Legacy in the NWSL. Olivia Garcia is on loan to AC for the rest of the season. And on loan to Nottingham Forest for the rest of the season is Olivia Johnson. Well, again, let's just take a look at Chelsea for a second. Look at that disgrace of a club. Mike Hermano is off to Tottenham on loan. Mara Alba is off to Werder Bremen on loan. Owen Jean-Francois is off to Aston Villa on a permanent transfer. And Ashanti Agpan is off to Newcastle, also on a permanent transfer. Can we just take a look at Everton for a second, please? Hannah Blondell is off to is back from is at the club from Manchester United on loan. Lyra Harbert is on midfielder from Arsenal on loan. The 3 outs, Katie Webson is off back to her parent club Aston Villa. Kenty Weir is going to Ipswich Town on loan, and Ailey Ladd is making a permanent transfer over to Crystal Palace. Let's take a look at Leicester City then, and look at this summer transfer window, this January transfer window. 3 permanent, including Ashley Neville from Tottenham, Emma Jansen from Rosengard, and she's back in the WSL, ladies and gentlemen. It is Alicia Neiman from FC Como. But the other 2 on loan, Mailing is from Aston Villa loan, of course. We've also got Rachel Williams from Manchester United, of course. In fact, make it 4 newcomers, including Rachel Williams. And then let's take a look at all the outs. Chelsea Gaiman is off to PSV. Fiorentina on loan is for Helen Eriksson Dottir. Nelly Ladd is off to Ipswich Town on loan. And Emilia Pelgander is going to HB Koch on loan. But let's take a look at Liverpool's ends. So Bergstrom is going to join from BK Hacken. BK Hacken on loan for Jennifer Falk, and the chosen doll is joining from Hammarby. Tottenham on loan from Arthur Thomas. Denise O'Sullivan is joining from North Carolina Courage. And from SC Freiburg, it is Aurelie Ciliag. But here are the outs as we reach 11:15. Rafaela Borgrafe is to Bayern Leverkusen on loan, but Emilia Sismisak is returning to Barrett Club Barcelona. Hannah Silcock is heading to Birmingham City on loan. Leanne Kiernan is heading to Nottingham Forest on loan. Rafaela Borgrafe is off too. Is on loan, of course, we all knew about it. But look at the ins as well. Cascarino is in from San Diego Ray. Paula Partido is returning from loan at DRX Lograno. And we have 5 outs. 4 on loan. Let's quickly go through the list then. Manchester City, this is the big signing so far in the January window. I don't think we'll have any more to come after 11 o'clock. Here, Manchester United's ins. They have more outs than ins, really. It's Copa America for the rest of the season. Over years, she'll be returning soon. Let's have a look at Tottenham then. Absolutely brilliant. And then let's go to the bottom club, West Ham. They've done really well, West Ham. 7 players are joining the villains, including Katie Selem from London City Lionesses on loan. Is a permanent contract for Rebecca Dowsett from Watford. We have Bose is joining from Sporting. Tuva Hansen is joining from Bayern Munich. Yulin Tenebo is joining from Panamenga. And Jesu is returning from loan at Bristol. And on the out, it is here. There you go. But Rebecca Dowsett will be going to Nottingham Forest on loan for the rest of the season. But there are 3 permanent outs. Tysak is heading to Union Berlin. Manuela Pavi is heading to Deportivo Toluca. And Anuk Denton is heading to BFC. There are 2 more players on loan. Anasiski is returning to Tottenham from loan. Soria Walsh is heading to #United on loan. And there you go. That is what's happened in the WSL. But now let's take a look at the WSL2 transfer window. Let's see how they got on. Because I realise we have some big news to bring you on that end. But Mina completes Ipswich loan from Birmingham City. Nelly Laz has joined Ipswich on loan. So that's the big news we've had today. Is that Malika Mina will be spending the rest of the season on loan at Ipswich Town, confirmed today. The 22 years old midfielder has made 21 appearances in all competition for the Robins since joining last July. I mean, quite frankly, they'll need it here at Ipswich Town if they have any chances on surviving. But there's another loan switch for Carrick Hamilton, making a WSL2 loan switch. Will be joining Sunderland for the rest of the season. The 29 years old joined the club in August 2024 from Lewis FC and has since made 40 appearances for Forest. So she'll be heading back for the rest of the season. She'll be heading to Sunderland for the rest of the season. Let's take a look at other news. Forest welcomes Alana Murphy. Yes, that's right. Alana Murphy is the Aussie international. The midfielder joins the club on the permanent deal until June 2027 from the German side, SC Sand. Yes, this actually is their real name. Do not even research them until the end of the program, please, because it is quite fascinating, that name. That's the reality. Let's take a look at the latest as well. Deirdre Bradley is joining Durham. Yes. From Burnley until the end of the season. So it's a loan deal for the club, at least. So let's take a look back at the January transfer window news for the WSL2. Amongst those, there has been some fantastic January transfer window news, which I'll be keeping an eye on. Let's take a look at also the latest. Ceres Brown is joining Nottingham Forest on loan. She is on loan from Women's Super League side London City Lionesses until the end of 25-26. They'll need Ceres Brown responsibility of playing in the top flight. Coming at the moment, Forest are fighting for the race for at least a top 5 finish at the end of the season. And another one to bring you, Ruby Subi is joining Lewis on loan for the rest of the season. Now, when she arrived, well, we don't actually have stats for Ruby Subi, but still, it is quite massive. We are going to be back in the next few minutes, people, as we count down to 11 o'clock. And we're going to put the timer on the board so you can count down until the end of this January transfer window. So please, people, do not worry about this thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because obviously we need your support now more than ever. And we'll come back in the next few minutes with the final countdown to 11 o'clock. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. Now, we've been looking forward to this day for ages, and unfortunately for Chelsea, on the back of a heavy 5-1 defeat, they have not made any new signings at all. They've not announced any more departure than those. But is it a chance for them to get someone new from the summer window? We are going to be here for that one, you know. We're going to be here on the closing day of this window. It is almost it is almost 5 minutes to go in this January transfer window, and whatever happens, it has been one hell of a day. I mean, there is no more deals to get through. There's no more comfortably. My thoughts on today, I think this would have been even better if it wasn't for the who. But I ain't gonna say it, so I'll get in trouble. So speak, I'll get in trouble. So we are now just a minute out from the January transfer window closing, and it doesn't matter what happens. Gotta be honest here. This has been. You've got to be honest here. This has been a window. Remember, for some teams for the right reasons, for others, it is for the wrong reasons. So, as we count down the final 5 minutes of this January transfer window, please make sure you do like and subscribe. Sorry again for the problems, because apologies again. I don't know why I'm getting angry over that problem with the audio, but something's clicking me on thinking I need to get that sorted, and I will replace it tomorrow, folks. So, again, apologies. But looks like there's no more news to bring you on January transfer window day. Sorry about that again. Oh, this mic is definitely not working anymore. It is now. But do not trust that thing. It is worthless. Oh. As I keep my hands calm as alike now for the rest of the stream, we're going to be focusing our attention to the countdown clock, which is right here on this side of the screen. Because you can tell, we're now just 3 minutes out from the end of this January transfer window. I'm very happy to say that it has been one hell of a January transfer window for so many clubs. Has that been a fortune turning? Would that be defining the season to remember, or is it for the wrong reasons? And as we could expect for the next 2 minutes, we should be expecting even more. So you can tell the countdown clock is on your screen now. We're now just 2 minutes out from the end of this January transfer window. And you know what? This is season defining because it will show and if any clubs needs to make new signings come summer. Well, for me, the assessment of this January transfer window, it has been a huge day. But does it come at a cost for some clubs? For me, I think it doesn't matter what happens. Got loan deals. That's going to either help the clubs boost their mortality to get positive results, or does that come out of nothing as we head towards the business end of the season, when 2 clubs to the WSL2 will be heading up automatically and 1 will be going into automatic / relegation playoffs. My understanding is Charlton have not made a January transfer window signing, but we're going to go through the full list at 11 o'clock, just after when the window has closed. So this is the moment when you have to realise, people, things can only turn a bit for the worse for some of the teams that are fighting for survival. This one might prove to be a decisive January transfer window. So we are now just 1 minute out from the end of this window. And in just a few seconds, you're going to hear the Giants of Big Ben to take us through to 11 o'clock. It has been one hell of a January transfer window. So let's put up the time on the clock. And let's just say it has been. It doesn't matter what happens. This is season defining. It can define whether clubs are right to make signings or not, whether they're old or new, whether it be on loan returns or whatever. This one has been one hell of a day. And now let's listen in to Big Ben taking us to 11 o'clock. Let's listen in. And that's it. Big Ben has struck 11, everybody. The window is now officially closed. There's no more to be had. It's all over. The transfer window is now officially closed. There's no more. There is no more to be grappled on. It's been full a day of dramas and now we can all breathe to bring you all-time results from all of the signings that has just been made. So there it is. Big Ben has now struck 11. It's officially all over. And let's go through this space. Let's go through this together. Let's start off with, of course, the Barclays from Sibley, because as we all know, it's been a January transfer window too. Remember, for some clubs, I've got to be honest here, I didn't expect this furthermore than ever before. It's simply end of. So that's it. So let's go have a look at the news from the WSL2. Let's take a look back at the day. It was, and there is no more to bring you in this January transfer window unless there's been another one of these. Ivor Baker has completed a low move to Ipswich Town as well. Let's just remember that moment. From Birmingham City. So she is pending a deal for the rest of the season to help Birmingham City boost their mortality rates up for the push for promotion. But does that even come at a price, you say? Does that even come at a price? Well, it might do, it might not. But altogether, you gotta say it's been a fascinating day, and it's been a day full of drama. But finally, we bring this January transfer window to a close. So, I want to go back to my reaction from the January transfer window because it's been one hell of it. I think some clubs have done really, really well. I mean, West Ham signing 7 players. Unbelievable. I can't even say any more than that. It's an absolute incredible basis based on that alone. Based on that alone, I get to say things look a little bit big. And the last few days, Nottingham Forest has announced the Nigerian international Joy Omera is heading to the City Ground, the permanent deal of the end of the 25-26 season. So it's going to help Nottingham Forest push their promotion hopes to a new level. But we shall see what will happen. I was going to go on until at least 11:15, but with timings issues, it's not looking good. So it's time for us to close our coverage. So my final thoughts on this window is it's just been amazing. And as expected, there wasn't much in this. So we'll leave you on that thought. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Absolutely incredible. And I do feel sorry for anybody who was watching Arsenal versus Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. Let's just say it's been a boring derby to forget. For Chelsea fans, it was the final blow in the trip to Wembley. Not Suffolk Women's League Cup people. Let's just say that one thing. It's been something to remember and forget. And on that note, it's time for me to say goodbye for now. We're back with you at the weekend. We'll see you all on Sunday. As long as clubs submit the paperwork, they can announce signings after the deadline. And just as we come on air, it's just about to go. Everton has signed Slovenia international midfielder Sara Kramzar on loan for the remainder of the 25-26 season, with relegation to make the move permanent this summer. So we'll see if it's going to work. And on that note, it is time for us to go. Thank you so much for your company. We're back on Saturday with our first WSL watch on after the internationals we are going to be with you for Leicester versus Manchester United on Saturday, and then again on Sunday for Arsenal Manchester City. It's going to be an absolute classic. But for me, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for brand new. Sorry again for the audio problems tonight. I will get a new microphone tomorrow. Thanks so much for your company tonight. And it is good night.